So like, what are the mechanics on this fight? You just like, stuff happens, like unprompted.
Heavy damage on the raid, and you gotta
It's just
avoid shit on the belt.
suplex. I guess, yeah, right. I mean,
That's the tanks.
Mechanics.
Yeah, the suplex thing is so like, what are the mechanics? So like, what are the mechanics? You just like, you have to shield the guy, like, unprompted.
Heavy damage on the raid, and you gotta avoid shit.
I mean, I'm assuming a cooldown on the tank will work right too. It's just gonna depend on how often they do.
I think the suplex is between the two tanks only. It's not anyone else.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's all it does. Is it's a tank mechanic.
Alright, well then, it's weird. So the only mechanic is like one of them jumps up on the belt and then activates either the heated plates or whatever the fuck, and the smashing
so,
thing.
I mean, it's a dumb fight, but I think it's supposed to be one of the early ones anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the only thing that's really worth learning is the pumped up thing when they gain those abilities, at what point. That'd be useful information.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't give thresholds or something.
Yeah.
Channel Wazoya. Link
Cool.
to youtube.com.
It's mechanic.
It'd be awesome if that's what happened to your screen when it happened. Just like cuts to that.
The Guile theme song going.
But I mean, like, it lists jump slam there, which isn't really listed anywhere. I mean, he's got body slam, but that's not jump slam.
Yeah. Could have been something that's deleted. Who knows, man?
It's probably body slam. They probably just, you know, changed the nomenclature a couple of times and missed it.
They still haven't fixed yellow chakra. I called Chad an idiot on Twitter, but I don't think that'll help.
Death from above still randomly sometimes does nothing.
I saw that, Siori. I laughed pretty hard when I saw that. Not gonna lie.
What, the tweet?
Yeah, your tweet to Celestlon.
I'm pretty mad at both of them lately. Like, I used to have a little bit of respect for Watcher, but then, like, blaming the players for overtuned instances kind of made me lose any respect for that guy, dude.
What? Did you do that?
But I mean, does Paul Carver still run the QA department? Or has that changed?
No, I don't think he's in QA anymore.
I was gonna say, if he's still running the shows, like, it's no.
I'm pretty sure
surprise
he's
things suck.
on the automation team now.
I guess another thing, an actual mechanic in the fight, is to gradually adjust the distance at which you tank the two guys, right? Since that thing grows in AoE size.
It's like, it depends on how often he does it, right? Like, if it's just
Yeah, it might not even matter, I
at
suppose.
some threshold, and it comes around like once a minute, then it might not even matter.
Yeah. But I assume we'll just start with tanking them on top of each other and then maybe spreading them if we need to. Because it's like, what, it's a 10-second cast slow, right? It's like pretty
Yeah,
low.
it slows your cast speed for 10 seconds, so it is kind of annoying, yeah.
I don't know if we can AM that. Probably won't even get to test that. I don't have a pal. Oh, we have salute. Actually, you don't have AM anymore, do you?
No, they don't.
Damn it.
You should have.
And
But
like,
I'm
Since
shit,
it's time
man.
for Suit to go holy.
and I mean, like, you might be able to AM the interrupt, but somehow I imagine you'll still get, like, I don't know, we'll just have to see. If, like, the slows debuff
If it's applied,
to you,
yeah.
then you're just kind of fucked no matter what.
Yeah. Alright. Pretty cool.
As it begins.
Gondol entered channel.
See this G-Chan in mobile.
Holy shit. Mind is blown.
Kitchen entered channel. Build work moved in from Midwinter by Jaos.
Yes.
Peace, friend.
Tiger Lab D entered channel.
Yo, is it cool if I still have the first few attempts? I'm logging on.
Sure, man. Good. Oh, no monkey, yeah. Deadly.
Yeah, from the look of this fight, it's not going to be a real high damaging fight anyway.
It's okay. Got half a youth and half a monkey out here.
Wait, youth's here? What?
Roy entered channel.
Wait, is there really? Smith?
No. Half. No.
Half a youth. What's a youth?
That's like a division by 0, I don't think we can do that.
Stamped so many times. So
We get stamped, man.
you don't get stamped in JS.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna be a good thing. I think we want to avoid doing that, actually.
I don't know, it's not really clear.
True.
You gotta get stamped if you want to go back in the club.
Aha!
Yep.
boss is so weird, like...
Yeah, it doesn't have, like,
Right, exactly, like,
weird.
I looked at it last night, just like... Alright, so there's the environment, gotcha, okay, there's this and this and this, and then there's the bosses, and okay, when they land on the ground after leaving the fight area, they do a shockwave type thing, and, like, debuff people nearby, okay. Now what do they do? Oh, nothing, okay. So it's just like a couple mobs in like a slightly dangerous room.
You're probably gonna get body slammed for that kind of insult.
I mean, I'm not saying they're easy, they could be hard as fuck, it's just they don't really do stuff. Unless,
Oh,
like,
they are
the
hard.
illusion list doesn't have their abilities really listed or whatever. They're definitely the most ability light bosses I've seen in a long time.
I mean, I think they're like first bosses in the instance.
No, they're
Potentially first.
they're 5 in on the journal.
You can't use that as journal because Blackrock Foundry's gate, winged. I think it's like a tie between, well... I think like one wing encompasses Gruul, or Gorger, Beastlord, and Flamebinder. Other includes Hans, Operator, Blast Furnace, and Chromog. I think. Hold on, let me look at a map of Blackrock Foundry. It might help.
Mem entered channel.
Are the Flasks changes in yet or no?
Yes.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
just ignore the
Well,
tooltip. They do
yeah,
what
yeah.
they're supposed to based on their title.
Okay.
The ones that say unused, they'll give you the secondary stats. So if you want to skew the numbers with the OP or something, yeah.
Alright.
So edgy is edgy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though the tooltip, they'll say something wrong, it'll give you 200
That's secret.
scaled by your 5%, whatever.
I clicked on the Agi flask and didn't get Agi.
Correct.
You won't
No,
get
no.
it if you're a healer spec.
Really?
Wait,
It
should I have
doesn't
to buy
even
new
show
flasks?
it.
Wait, sorry,
No,
what was
I'm
the discussion
using
with
metal
that?
flasks.
Tooltip's wrong, but it gives the...
Which one is strength? Does anyone know?
I think it's multi-strike
I think it
originally.
Okay.
isn't
It's
it
just the name
based
on the flask.
spec?
Like change the flasks internally to have like different.
Yeah, yeah. If you just look at the, like, for example, multi-strike first says strength flask, right? You just ignore what
Oh,
it
I
actually
see,
says
okay.
it's getting.
The raid
The
opens
raid
by
is
the
heroic.
Yeah,
It's not heroic, so we can't do it.
we heard.
Heat speed entered
It's
channel.
like,
I still had my old food up when I logged in, and it was still giving under 25, but I clicked it off and used it again, and it only gives 50.
Shouldn't have clicked.
yeah.
Yeah. I only had like 20
Beat the
minutes
game
left on
before.
it 10 minutes ago.
All right.
Rayfarian moved in from Midwinter by Jaos.
The straightforward path.
Hope Dogi knows where he's going.
Just again, if you're in the raid, remember that keep your logs private, and that's pretty much it. As much as the strategies you can keep to yourself, that would be helpful for us. And just one last time, since we have pretty much everyone here, we'll have like a little raid or a little meeting at raid time tonight. Just gonna go over some stuff with the alts and a couple other things that we should probably talk about. Shouldn't take too long, but if you can be on at 10, that would be extremely helpful. Oh yeah, and it won't be streamed. So
Should be the first boss in the elevator.
I mean,
To the
we're
left.
raiding tonight. Raise up. If you didn't hear.
No, it's not down in the elevator.
where is it? Who knows where this boss is in here?
Oh yeah, it is down here.
That's what I just said. It's on the way to the Flamebender.
That's right, all those conveyor belts.
Yeah.
The troll belts that you can't jump over. GG. Damn, Black Hands room.
Oh, that
Dude, don't go in
hurts.
there, man. Spoiler.
You're in the sanctity of it, Turkey.
So I
Yeah,
jumped
man.
pretty far down the elevator and took no
Turkey?
damage.
Yeah, apparently that you don't take damage from this, so that people like you don't die.
Wow.
And they do things like what you
did
did.
lay on hands
so
myself
racist,
going
like-
down though.
Wait, what's
It's
Killa
Iron
in
Star in the
another
sky.
guild?
Sorry?
Yeah, but why are you in another guild?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What? Oh
Boys.
man. You're Lorraining us
You're
now?
in what?
Apparently I killed some
Walking up
civilians.
there.
He's actually in Lorraine's guild.
Yeah, Lorraine is in their guild. That'd be hilarious.
This fire actually hurts.
That's what I said.
Oh, this room is tight, man.
Shit.
Don't
There's a
run through
floating
the
Iron
fire.
Star. I'm already
Yeah,
excited
Black
about this
Hands
fight now.
Well,
I already
hang
understand
on
why
a
this
second.
fight's gonna be awesome. Yo, what's
I
up?
mean, apparently there's environmental threats in here, so it makes sense that this fire hurts.
So where do we go?
Don't you read the
Sorry,
text?
I'm just
Like, seriously,
This
you, were
way,
like, you
Gundam?
got that serious thing going on, and I was like, what's going on here?
Oh, is it this way? Okay.
Get down that elevator.
They said hang on again. I thought he was drunk again.
Welcome, KO. Welcome to the guild.
I joined it twice.
Nice.
So they look appropriately non-active, really. The bosses without a lot of abilities. Pretty
I have a
ordinary
whole lot
looking
of
dude.
health too for sharing health.
Yeah, I mean, well, look above us, or look down at the camera all the way zoomed out. You'll see the things that will be crushing us throughout the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically this fight's just like environmental things that hurt you. There's these conveyor belts bring shit you don't want to get hit by, like fire basically. Fire comes out the floor, shit comes down from the ceiling, crushes you. Periodically one of the bosses jumps out of the area and activates one of those things. I think it's just the conveyor belts and the stamping things they activate. And they share health. When they jump back in, you don't want to be where they land. I assume there's going to be some kind of indication of where they're coming in. If you get hit when they land, then you get a physical damage taken debuff. They cause raid damage when they jump into the room. One of them, they both have like a kind of rage mechanic. They get more energy as the fight goes on, and their health gets lower, which makes their abilities do more stuff. And their abilities are basically they pick the tanks up and suplex them, and they both take the damage of the health of the other tank, so I assume it's just like a cooldown mechanic. One of them does a disrupting shout thing that interrupts casting and throws shit at people that does damage, and the lower his health gets, the bigger the range of the shout and the more of the things he throws. And the other one jumps on people, and when he jumps on you it does the same thing as when they come into the area. It just does AoE damage to the whole raid and debuffs people that he lands on. So I think it's just like basically avoid shit and increasing raid damage as the fight goes on. That seems to be like the whole thing. There's not really, maybe there's abilities missing, or maybe it's just really that's the whole fight. So
Oh man, these conveyor belts. Don't you see it? Don't you see the possibilities?
oh, I see.
It's gonna be amazing.
132.5 mil doesn't seem like much.
All these are conveyor belts. That should be fun.
Now let's summon Tiger.
Are you coming in now, Tiger? So you need a bit, remember?
In the instance though.
Yeah, I just want to make it harder for us.
Come on, man. Fucking Tiger. Alright, let's summon Hesp at least.
Oh, I wasted smoke bomb.
In your group 6 frame, guys. That's where Hesp is. Hopefully he gets a heal or two.
No. Not possible.
Yeah, I don't have to sit for the first few attempts actually.
Alright.
It's just about ready then. Just waiting on Hesp to get in.
I wonder.
Stuff. I guess
You can
it's
generate
like 50
runic
step
here
now.
before the fight starts. Yes. AMS.
no,
the
No,
Oh,
it
God.
was please. It
Oh
was
god.
no.
Oh man.
look, full runic bar.
We used to have
Well,
it
don't
down
get
like,
that
he would
reference
jump
anymore.
in the lava, it's Sinestro pre-pull, and soak. And you know, he was pretty successful at it, but he was always like, you know, you're just waiting for it to fuck up, and surely enough, there was a pool where he couldn't jump out of the lava and he just died.
Respect.
Oh yeah, it was more than one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just remember it happening one time, but it was just like the biggest fucking joke ever, you know?
I mean, he's also the reason that we thought Nefarian's threat table didn't work, because he had Path of Frost on to take like 10 less fall damage.
That was me, and it was true. Oh my god. I'm not going over this again, man. Alright, everyone's ready. I'll grab... Alright, pulling in. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Sorry,
1.
what?
Pulling.
Whoa, what the hell's with these raid frames? What the?
Exit.
Oh, they just break it. They break stealth on the pull.
Good. So much for being sneaky with them.
I don't like these numbers on the raid frame.
Yeah, they're so big now.
Oh my god. Which one does the most?
Friends.
Do you share health pool?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Tiger. You can call for Digerides and also.
Okay.
Tanks are getting smashed.
Okay, put that box.
Reading suplex.
Do you have to move on the belt?
The
Is that
fuck
you can
just
stand in
happened?
between them?
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so watch those things come through. Yeah, so when you get suplex, I think the tanks need, like, both need to be out, right?
Because you can't, I mean, I was, like, except for 10 seconds.
This is your max out, so...
Oh god.
Yeah, just watch these belts don't get hit by the plates. Okay, so it's like a kind of Cytherian type thing.
There's like one open spot.
Yeah, there's one open spot every time. That's cool.
And it only seems to be one away.
Nope, you can't.
Not for 3 full minutes.
This is amazing, man.
Should,
what a cool mechanic.
Pull them to the middle next time.
Take back every negative thing I said about this.
Let's wipe it up.
God, do we have the drums then? You just drum us like the whole time?
Let those things hit you. See how much damage they do anyway. Gotta wait.
They
One
one
shot.
shot.
Like 12 hunters. If you stand like in between two, then they'll both hit you.
Dude, this is it. This is the fight, man.
Those
It's
hit
weird.
really
It's weird.
hard. Like 200k.
Hit me!
Sometimes the plates
So-
don't
It's accurate in the dungeon.
It's basically going to be when one of them leaves. So they obviously stay out much longer than you would imagine they would, and it begins basically a phase. So that whole thing just there was like the plates phase, I guess. You know, with the plates on the belt, and that the guy who started it was gone for a fair while. So we'll want to figure out like. If you know, obviously, if it's always the same, but yeah, it's basically like
Can I get it?
I don't know, maybe a minute or so
I'm getting it.
of whatever he like a minute of the guy being out of the area, and whatever he summons will keep happening that whole time. So I think there are 3 possible phases. There's that one with the plates on the belt. There's, I guess, the stamping thing, whatever.
Where the roof just like comes down.
And
like,
then the other one is like fire comes out of the floor, and I think it's just going to be a dance mechanic every time like that. But I guess we'll see. And I'll probably go for like a minute, and then they'll come back in. So it's not a multi-dot like fight the whole time. It's just, I guess, maybe like half the time. And what they're probably going to do is that suplex ability will only happen probably like once each phase as well. So like we'll have like a minute or so with both bosses in there. Yeah, then they suplex and then they'll be gone for a minute and come back and all that shit.
Why is it bugged?
Can I get
It
a
hit me for
summon?
22 million.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah.
Sounds legit.
So
Yeah,
there's
that makes sense.
there's either a mechanic we're missing to avoid the 22 million damage, or it's bugged.
I mean,
I'm guessing
it's
they
bugged.
just haven't applied the item squish to it yet.
The ability
Sounds
says
legit.
it should deal the damage of the maximum health of the primary target. So like,
Yeah, like I was expecting them to get 300 some K or whatever help they
Sorry,
got.
I have so much
They got-
health.
This will be a good fight to have avoidance. Can you actually, I don't. Have they released the gems, by the way? Sorry, that's kind of
No.
off topic. Okay.
I mean, I think they're in the game files, it's just that you can't get them.
Yeah, I mean, they're all there.
Yeah.
It's probably part of the built-in Omni
I mean,
Tiger.
Hey guys, interface
Yeah, good call.
action bars show numbers for cooldowns. That's how you turn it off. Works for me.
Somebody toss a rest.
Can you say that again?
Interface action bars, and the bottom option is new. Show numbers for cooldowns. Can I get a summon also?
And that turns them off in raid frames? Or on raid frames, rather? That's so dumb.
It used to apply to the rain frames. I made some changes build, clearly.
I removed them from my weak auras when I did
I'm
that.
not using default, so I can't see, but it removed your weak auras.
If all the range stacked on these non-moving parts, can we like healing ring do the damage?
Will the plate hit you on the non-moving part?
It will.
It hits you still, but only once for 200k. I was wondering if we could heal through it because there's no raid damage, is there?
Just depends on how often it comes.
When I stood right in the middle, both plates hit me and killed me.
I only
yeah,
one
you have
hit me, I don't
to
know.
stand a little over to one side.
Yeah. In fact, if there's only one plate, you just hug the left side or the right side.
Just
doesn't
words.
hit you. I guess we just.
It's just gonna be really bad for casters.
Oh yeah,
Can't do this.
I think we should definitely try this.
Just keep in mind that's only one phase of the fire we've seen, the others could be different, we just, But if they are all dense phases, then it'll definitely be,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we're dying, then it's fine. We can just see, like, no damage during that phase.
Well, so if you guys can just move back and forth, like on this thing, to like dodge them, and then the one where two come in the same position, just get hit by one of them, I think that might be okay.
Did anybody try squeezing between two on the belt?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I got hit by two.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's
even,
ready.
even
if you're on even if you're on the very far edge away from the plate on the one belt, like just one plate, you'll still get hit. So.
Alright, pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna pull these back this time, towards the middle of the platform. Yeah, like right here.
Okay, so the guy who left last time was Hans, I think, and he started the plate phase, so we'll see what they do. Okay, same thing, we'll see.
Suplex on the guard first.
Wait till when you're actually in it.
I mean, I wasn't in. Okay.
So it starts with 1.
It starts with 1 and then he tosses the other.
Just one shot you did?
22 million.
The plate hit me twice.
Yeah, okay.
And then we get the one opening instead of just one at a time.
We're just wiping again, or what?
I mean, I'm on. Just practice this first. The other boss isn't even down.
Yeah, we're just move with the plates.
I'm tracking now, yeah.
Symbiosis still exists? It doesn't, right?
No,
Nope.
they removed that. The opening always seems to be one spot away from the previous opening.
Oh, wow.
It's just,
Okay.
it's just a dense mechanic. It's designed to be like, you know, like a Hagen or whatever.
That's a revenge I would have to worry about.
There, it just breaks.
Yeah, like I tested trying to run through like several plates next year. Take several plates and die. So, yeah, I don't know if you can really do that.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating his hitbox.
Yeah.
His hitbox is awful. They're like
really small.
constantly out of melee range.
What is with this expansion in hitboxes?
I don't understand.
Every single PTR, they always do
Like, how many plates are you sitting now? They always default way too small.
So small this time. So bad.
I hate it.
What's even worse about these ones that like you can auto attack, but like you
Can't use special abilities.
Like,
yeah. Got a res turkey? No. Okay, sorry. I kind of hope that like everyone in our raid goes dwarf. It'd be
Like,
hilarious.
they put a swordly on the ground, the person they're gonna jump to, and it does seem like this furthest person away. But the splash for the shattered vertebrae is a lot bigger than the graphic.
Yeah, I think it is furthest for sure, because 2 times I've been I think farther than everyone, and I got it.
Alright, there's already a post saying we'll fix the hitbox.
Really?
But not about the tank thing, huh? Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just try it for one pull. Can we just like have Larold wait outside or something?
Or wait outside.
All of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I can wait outside. Yeah.
Well, do you have a DPS?
Nope. I can wait outside.
Just died to walking in this room. I'm just
You can jump over it.
I know. I'm just bad at this video
Died
game. So.
walking into the room?
Yeah.
To the fire?
Yeah.
If you take
AMS,
2 ticks
man.
of it, it'll like kill you.
Alright, yeah, we'll just give it a shot.
I don't mind the numbers on the frame. If they didn't cover the actual buff icon.
If they weren't so big, yeah. It's like kind of obnoxious.
I just heard from Omega that it was doing 3 million to him with all this cooldown stuff, suplex. So I think it maybe is scaling with the scaling tech.
I hear it's
in a way
likely
not
super
supposed
broken,
to.
actually, is what I hear.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
likely
obviously
super
suplex
broken.
doesn't work, right? So there's not much point worrying about it until they fix
Or
it.
it works too well.
What I'm saying
From the
is
fly's perspective.
What I'm saying is it probably works right if we had 10 people in, and then it's scaling up multiplicatively with the number of people we have in here.
Okay.
Braggy says no.
Or not.
I got to shut the fuck down.
Still fine.
Maybe it's using effective health instead of actual health?
We should stop talking about this thing that we were talking about now.
Hashtag baseless speculation.
I like that.
Good. Alright. This is just one tank, right? No?
Yeah, just for this.
Should we just like give him every cooldown for that first one?
Well, we
the
don't know
whole
what
point
it's doing.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Maybe.
Alright, pulling in 5, 4, 3.
Just be on skull as well, guys.
1.
Oh,
They
that's
just
magic.
jump to a random spot every time.
That's cool. That's the way everybody should be
I don't
designed.
know why. I guess they liked it on Paragons a lot.
But it did. That's right.
Testing
Yeah,
it
it's
on the bus.
furthest person easily.
They didn't even get hit.
So I guess hands always lose first before we jump away in a second.
Could be health base if you want to care about testing that shit too.
They have the same
Here
health
comes
though.
the
Oh, right, it's true. Health.
Does it matter which target?
Oh, really?
No.
Give you arm boxes. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna
See that General Watcher says also a couple of dismal places.
Were you tanking
Alright,
I just respect there, yeah.
No, but hang on, were you actively tanking one of the dudes?
No, I wasn't.
Box up.
But were you... What spec were you?
You were tank spec.
Yeah, that time I was. I swapped just
maybe
just
that's
there.
why. We'll have to
yeah,
try one more
don't
time.
be tank spec. Yeah, there should be
It's
a
actually
hotfix coming for that, by the way.
That... Like, I mean, I guess it could just be random, but that implies it's spec-based, right?
Yeah.
So...
I like to do it without a tank spec, see if a DPS dies, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll respect back to Cloud.
Yeah, obviously suplex will get fixed, so we'll just play around with this for one more pull and see who gets targeted if we only have one tank spec person, and then
We should just
we'll go back
extend to a thing anyway. You know, like, we can see like more dancing practice even if we res a tank and shit, so... Yeah, fuck it.
It's real easy now, but I can sort of imagine if like they made the conveyor belts way faster, it could be kind of like, could be sort of challenging. Like, there's a lot of potential for it to be really annoying.
Well, the only mechanic they have for Mythic so far, I'm sure there could be other stuff, is just that some of those stampers, I guess the ones above us, like, stay down. I guess that
like,
fucks up the dance a good bit.
I mean, it probably would do.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll stay another phase here if we live long enough.
Yeah, try to stay alive. These.
Oh yeah, so as the energy gets lower, when Hans does the jump, he jumps more times. When Franz throws axes.
What's the range on the AoE
Okay, so
shout?
Franz left this time.
Here we go.
Okay, so it's gonna be Stampers, right?
Oh god.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Oh, the crowd was lying down.
How's that gonna work when some of them stay down? It'll be great.
Gonna just like step back and forth.
Diagonal.
It's pretty nice.
I love how like monstrously obnoxious they are with cameras that just completely obscures your vision. It's awesome.
That seems fun.
Oh, they changed the pattern.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
That's easy.
Tetris.
This is amazing.
This is pretty good.
I got.
This is actually going to be a little bit annoying with the camera thing for sure.
It's cool. What an awesome fight. Alright, so we'll try one more time
These nice patterns he has, man.
With any one tank spec person in the raid, and then we'll swap back to normal and see if super happens.
I like that the stamp thing has an obvious countdown. It's like a 1, 2, 3 stamp. See what I mean?
It's a machine.
It's based on the light. Like
Yeah, the light.
It is.
It's like it's like it starts and
Yeah,
it gets
pulses
brighter and then
lights,
brighter
yeah.
and then it
I can mess with this.
I don't know, my camera seemed fine, like, zoomed out, like, just. If I was looking straight down, I'd be, like, in all the things, but, like, at a 60-degree angle, it's fine.
I mean, it's manageable, but I think it's
It doesn't,
pretty...
like, move the camera, it just gets in the way, right?
Take it as single.
Yeah, but what I'm really talking about is like if your camera is at an angle and like there's a stamper thing in between your camera and your character, it just stops you from being able to see where you are, which is kind of weird. Like, but I guess there's not much stuff to avoid. But if there was, that would be really irritating. This like has the potential to be the best LFR fight of all time if any of these mechanics actually can kill people.
You just need a fucking slow snail on these the whole time. It just like crushes you.
God, see, I was doing that yesterday, and one of these guys gripped me into the snail, and I died. I was upset.
We'd have to sit JS if there was a snail fight, I think.
I tried
Yeah, no, I just said I might even just be done.
I think so, Kayla. I think it's I think Hans lose first, and we get the plates, and then Friends lose, and we get the stampers, and then probably after that, I guess it would be Hans again, and we'd get the fire out of the vents, which would be the third. So if one of them is like straight lines, like a dance, and the second one is like a random sort of pattern, I assume the flames will be maybe like lines going the other direction or something, yeah, or waves or some shit, and then that'll be the 3 phases.
So like,
and then the only other mechanic is as they get lower in health, their
gain
abilities.
Yeah.
Well, their abilities, yeah, they do more like pulses. So like the axe throws more axes. The jumps more times. All that kind of.
Is there a range indicator for the disrupting roar? Just curious.
I don't know, but like on the real difficulty, they're gonna have to manage the jumps and the stacks of Shattered Vertebrae better, because like they have checked, they increase everything, all the damage you take in the fight, and each stack is 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do they have different counts or something, or what?
No, like Shattered Vertebrae is just a stacking debuff that increases your physical damage taken, and
sorry,
it's applied.
I meant, do the bosses have different rage counts? I didn't really see that. Or are they shared? I assume they probably should, because their health is shed. Alright, Graph, your respec now for DPS.
Yeah, I did already.
Okay, let's give this.
Sitting on drink and mend.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Channeled spells turning your camera is pretty not fun on that.
So remember, Hans is going to be the first one to leave. Franz is always going to be the best. I guess it doesn't really matter, but if there was a single DPS target, Franz would always be the best one anyway, because the other guy's the one that jumps away from melee.
Don't be me.
There, it must be fixed. Did hit the C.
Who did it go on?
Decimus.
Decimus? Yeah.
This one's a lot easier than the stamp one, I feel like.
Just a Pop-Tarts.
It's not. It's just get Lara back in after this pulse. That's
fine.
Can't remember what this like stamping things.
You can't see anything. Yeah.
That's annoying. What is that?
So it's really hard to stay within that tiny hitbox while dodging those things. Yeah, you know, just the general stance of things.
This won't be hard if they come from both sides.
It could be more difficult.
Far left.
Oh damn.
That's a
monster. Right. Just run through one. Doesn't make sense to just take damage.
I don't think you really can run through one. They hit you multiple times. Like, I think you're just supposed to go there.
You're just only gonna hit once, but maybe.
You can run through there and
yeah, I know you can do like community things and run through stuff. But I do think they only hit you once.
Well, okay, but either them hitting you more than once is a bug, or it happens sometimes, or whatever. Yeah. People definitely have been hit more than once, so...
I think it's just probably the normal moving plus latency now, because I usually think something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of mechanics which can hit you more than one time, right? Like if you get unlucky or whatever, like Nova type things.
I'd rather roll the dice than just get hit by 2 men. You know?
Yeah. Do you, like, I guess, I thought you were suggesting that what we should do is right there is just take the damage, which...
If you're gonna have to hit 2, you know, you might as well just try it.
Alright, here we go. Use the, like the beam between the conveyor belts and move faster between sections.
You can just wipe it up, yes. We'll get right back in.
Does those damage the boss?
What does what?
Do these slams damage the boss from the pressure points?
Their HP is a bit low, that's for sure.
When we were doing that 5-man, I was like noting how much Blizzard love the like wind mechanic now. So that's like a thing.
So like, if you run into those after they land, you get hurt, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't do a lot of
damage, but...
The Molten Man.
Yeah, it's still not done, but we'll see. Is my character loaded in?
Just did.
Definitely don't envy Death Knights on this fight, or anyone who seriously likes mobility.
That sucks, man.
You can jump to like not get pushed back, right? Like,
yeah, but there's a delay. Like after you jump the first second, it's like you're still attached to the platform. Maybe half a second, and then it works like the Siegecrafter belt.
I think that's the way every like jumping always works, right? Like until you land, you're still in the place that you jumped from, but it's still going to make you move faster than walking on the belt. let's try and get to the third phase this time. See what the fire looks like.
I don't know what happens. I'll wing it.
Good luck.
Oh, one sec. Yeah, Doxy, let's put some gateways down.
Some 50-50 gateways.
Controllers, like Tiger's dueling the trolls. It's a slippery slope, man.
Careful, man.
It's
Yeah, they're good.
They'll suck you in the first game.
Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Doxy.
Oh, the Megas.
We're gonna have to find some use for that gateway every fucking pull for that raid spot, dude. Well, this fight, we could fucking gateway like 5 yards to our left. Yeah.
Suplex him on tanks. Suplex him on tanks. Give shields and CDs.
Alright, here we go. That's. The conveyor belt always goes this direction, right? Far left. I think it would be better for melee if we reversed it, right? So that, like, because the way it is right now, in order to face, like, basically, like, in order to look where the plates are coming from, the best place to be is in front of the boss. Like, and that's where everyone is at the moment. If we turned it around with the helm, I don't think. I guess you'd always have to run against the direction, right? So it probably wouldn't make any difference.
Trucks are fucking shitty.
Does it have an? I can't even tell if it has like a range indicator there. Is it like part of the mechanic? The range is supposed to change as the fight goes.
Yeah,
on.
the range is based on his rage.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I don't think there's any real indication of that. Good. Stamping phase is coming soon. Friends about to jump.
Am I supposed to get hit by a skull crack?
Yeah,
it's just stacks of the shit that was stuck.
Yeah, if we're jumping debuff, yeah. Just get barreled up if we can.
The problem is, like, he gives it when he comes back, too, so, like, all the melee get it pretty much every time.
Yeah.
On a Franzok. On a Franzok.
Yes.
We might be able to arrange something once we have mods and everything for being able to avoid that when he comes back in, like melee could clear out. It's definitely possible.
Suplex on tanks.
Can you stand in between a conveyor belt?
No.
Just try that.
It covers up the middle.
Yeah, you don't get pushed. Yeah, the middle part you don't get pushed, but you still get hit.
Yeah, even if like you're on the far edge from the stamp, you take damage.
Just tested that.
Yeah, so did I.
Also, anything, stay low. Let's try to do a little bit more here.
Try to get to the next phase, guys, so we can say
I did try to rely.
What was that raid damage to just kill everyone?
Hey.
Man, I finally get to land a melee attack as a parry.
Aftershock?
Yeah, they basically, like, whenever they land from, like, the phase mechanic, They do raid damage.
No,
so that's what it was.
every time he jumps, it puts aftershock on everybody. And that gets scaled by your stacks to the vertebrae too.
It seems,
I don't think so. Does it?
I mean, I think that might be true, but I don't think it's what killed everyone there. It hit pretty hard, the aftershock
Like,
that
I
killed
don't
it.
know what killed it there, but yeah, like... he doesn't put it when he jumps back into melee, but when he jumps out, he puts aftershock on everyone.
So dive seems to... You can, I guess if you walk into the stamp thing after it lands, you still get hit by it.
Yes.
Sure.
Can I swap to a Munkin?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically,
let's try to have no deaths this pull. You know, don't like kill yourself to DPS. Just see what happens.
Keep in mind the hitbox is obviously broken right now, so like you shouldn't be freaking out about trying to stay in range of the boss at all times and shit. It really doesn't matter. Like you can practice doing that on live. It's just we want to see the next phase. We'll take this.
Alright, I'm changing to warrior. This bear mobility is nightmarish.
If you want to play Nolt, go ahead.
I think I probably was under 50% in terms of like APM. I just couldn't ever hit it because it's so slow.
So when does the
chance?
vertebrae fall?
Yes.
Or does it just have a duration?
It just has a duration, but if it gets another stack, of course it's refreshed.
Right. So
Where'd
what do
the
we do about
environmental
that?
fire go?
They took it away. It comes back when the fight starts, though.
You can't target the guy who's like not on the arena, right?
Yeah, you get a res, please.
Can.
You cannot. It says he's like immune to all damage and targeting.
So what's the problem? This fight is awesome.
Yeah. That's a small hitbox.
Yeah, get fucked melee.
Sorry, I'll fix that.
So I think the phases are percent based, like when they begin, but I think when they end it is just time based. So like you have like the lower your DPS is, the more time you have with both bosses up in between phases, which might be bad since they both do their abilities. Yeah, exactly, when they're both there. So that could be a reason why we're experiencing like some issues with high stacks. Does the shattered vertebrae last the entire fight? Does it have duration? Or?
It lasts like 30 seconds. Shattered
Okay, yeah. So like
it's like 20 seconds long. So it's long enough that he doesn't under jump. So you have to avoid every other.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like pushing through the phase and having him leave again. Since I think Hans will leave for the third phase, will also clear everyone's debuff at the end of the fight. So like we're having trouble with people dying from having high stacks of vertebrae and aftershock and shit, partially because you know that's the point of the fight when he's out right in the middle. We'll see how it looks this time, but I think increasing DPS once we get to that point on live will also mitigate some of those issues.
Can I get stats, please? Thank you.
I was waiting on Foost. Samtic's done. Druid. I'll grab X this time, friends.
Alright, let's start on hands then.
Foost good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suplex on tanks, suplex on tanks.
So remember, focus on staying alive this pull. Avoid the jump when he comes back in. Try and let your stacks reset if you have them, especially in melee. You don't want to have too many of that when alpha shock is.
You let it reset?
Basically, it's fine now. Hans is gone. But when Hans is around, when he jumps, whenever he jumps, including when he jumps back into melee, you get a stack when he lands near you. So you want to avoid the landing.
This circle, for instance, is bad.
So he just came back in.
Where are we getting our 100 cooldown? Call that out. Just like use it on cooldown. Or when there's like a 4-1. I don't know.
You only get it like once.
Every 3, yeah.
So yeah, melee, look at your stacks right now. If they're high, try and get them to reset next time Hans jumps. He's gonna jump back in one more time in a minute.
Into melee? Just out of melee?
Well, see, he just jumped in right there.
Just a circle, isn't it?
Sometimes it's
checking.
Sometimes it doesn't show up.
Did you already all players be ready to wrap?
What percentage? What percentage is the bus up?
That's 66. Yeah, I think the transition at 75.
Down.
Put him up. For us.
I'm just interested if the phase ends 100% as well, though.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
That would add to
8%. 9%.
We'll see in the next one. So I expect the next phase will begin at 50%, right?
Yep. 9% ago.
Okay, it's jumping. Watch stacks when he comes back in. Up. If you can. He's gonna jump back now, I think. That was the last one.
Yeah.
I guess
Suplex
he
on tank.
Okay.
Suplex on tanks.
No tanks. Just let them move this one. He transitions.
Is that 50? Yeah,
50, 52%. Or 53.
Okay, so I think it's probably 50-ish, like.
Okay. So now it
try and
hurts you.
stay alive to the next phase here.
After it hits you, if you like touch it, it hurts you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I've looked up before.
I can't believe he actually jumps around in this phase. It's like hilarious. Melee, you just like don't DPS.
Yeah.
Just stand in between instead of running so much. Or just sidestep once. Get a lot more damage that way as well.
I think
honestly, damage just doesn't matter right now. Like, let's just stay alive.
It is easier to dodge though. You just wait.
Yeah, you just wait for it.
What's the health?
47.
This started at 50, pretty sure.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm trying to work out if it ends at a percent base. So.
You jump back in at 46. And out?
No, he's
jump back in. We're still in that
It just
phase.
comes and goes, so I think it might actually. You might actually have to do a certain amount of damage for the phase to end.
You have a time.
I guess we'll see.
45%. Still going.
I think it just continues.
We just need
until
10%
you get-
damage or something.
Maybe. It's a bit hard to say, but it's possible for sure. Because like this feels like it's going on a pretty long time.
Definitely longer than the other one.
Same
Right?
patterns over and over.
Yeah, just reset. There's like a break and then it starts again.
Yeah,
What's
So
yourself?
42% still going.
So it should end like basically now. I think.
41%. Going.
Try and live a little longer.
Go slow and butt foot.
Is that it? Or is he going again?
Like right
That's
at
not-
40%.
Oh, no,
no, it's still going. 40% right now.
So ridiculous. Trying to DPS with the small hitbox. Who jumps
Yeah.
around.
It's like impossible, isn't it? Like to DPS in that phase. It's so crazy. Hey, wait, no.
No, he's still leaving. So 40% he's still leaving.
Yeah, I mean, for the pop dart phase, the belt
He's coming in.
So that is.
Get up
The
there.
pattern is changing a little.
So it's
He's
like
done now, I think. So what's he at?
39.5%.
Okay, yeah. So maybe
he's
so
at
it could be
60%.
10%.
Or
Or it could
like
be that
10 minutes.
that little like fucking donut one he did at the end is like just the end of the phase because that one I hadn't seen before. So I just need to try again.
Good lord. It's a long phase, man. Holy shit. How long was that? Like a minute? Maybe
It was more than a minute. I think it's probably the most likely explanation is that it's percent.
Yeah.
And if you do well in the phase in terms of DPS, you get out of it faster. But it could be something else too. But The 40% ending seems to make sense. Even though he actually started the phase at 52 or whatever. Anyway, if we get there again, we should be able to compare the times of the two pulls and see if the phase. Because, see if it's.
When do you want hero medal?
I guess on the pool. We can start with it on the pool and then maybe move it to one of those stupid phases if we decide that it ends on health. But if it doesn't, then obviously the pool.
Really shouldn't have any more delts to the conveyor belt phase, guys. Seen that plenty of times now, and should be focusing on surviving that. So, yeah, cut that down. Please.
If you dodge one of the leaps, do your stacks reset? Or do you need to dodge more than one?
Pretty sure it's a 40. I mean, at least the one on tanks, assuming it's the same thing, which it is. It's a 40-second duration, not 20.
You need to dodge one phase of his jumps. It's not just a single jump, but like depending on his energy. Depending on his energy, he jumps more times. And I think it's like it's a 40-second debuff, and basically within that debuff there will be another jump that you need to avoid, and there'll also probably be something where he like leaves and comes back. So you just need to like probably avoid one cycle, I think, and you'll be.
Can we try to keep the whole raid like as far upstream as possible, so it's easier to like use the belt to dodge stuff if we need to, and then just make our way back?
When you say upstream, you mean like towards where the plates are coming from?
Opposite the direction the belts are going.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like during the stamping?
Doesn't
just in
phase.
general.
Like you want the raid as far away from where the bosses are now, just so that like when you are
that's
dodging
what I
away
thought
from
you
things,
meant,
you're going
But when it's
flow.
when it's those square things that move down the belt, like you have more time to.
Well, you can move down the belt with them, right?
Yeah, you can use the belt to accelerate your movement
like see them earlier.
Just an overview note. For when we're getting the blocks, guys, you can see of these 5 lanes which one lights up, and therefore will produce a block, so you can move accordingly prior to the block spawning. And secondly, for the stamp things from the ceiling, it's best if you just sit on this little brown walkway so you don't get pushed by the belt, and it's very easy then to just sidestep in whatever direction you get, as long as you're between 4 of these blocks. That's why I put, for instance, the skull marker here. That way you can move to any one of these 4 blocks in the blink of an eye, and then move back to the safe location, instead of constantly moving against the gradient.
Yeah, once we have the chance to go over videos and figure out how the pattern works, if there's a lot of consistency to it, we should be able to designate a stack point. And I think that is actually the way to do that phase, is to have, basically what Sue was saying, like to have an individual location, and then there's only like basically one way that you could get fucked by that, which would be if all 4 surrounding blocks were lit up, and then you can still get out, you know, if you need to, with a roar in that amount of time, I think, anyway. But for now, like, yeah, I just want people to focus on trying to live through that phase so we can see how the phases work and see the last part of the fight, since obviously doing DPS killing the boss doesn't really matter right now. So,
what you guys doing?
So,
Playing video games.
What do they bump one up or what?
It's the normal time.
So it's 4:30 and 7:30.
Ah.
You're back on hands. Salute.
No, I'll just do. I'll do France for now. Okay. Alright, blowing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God damn it, Climber.
You have Shadow Priest now?
So here.
Belts.
So when did what percent was that when the belts?
Suplex on tank, suplex on tank.
83?
So the phase starts like around 85 then, I guess?
Yeah, I guess. Seems a little bit different,
far side.
There is.
We have one.
I just
Let me get him tank.
No. Took that portal.
Yeah, so I think
73 of them died immediately.
I think being more towards the middle, like Zero was saying, is actually better. Like, there's definitely easier to.
But really, you can control your positioning like really well, right? Like in the interns right here, you can just like we can move the whole raid up through these like shafts. I mean, I'm not saying we need to do it. What I am saying is that it is definitely pretty easy to move the raid.
What's the boss percentage?
67. Came
So
down
that's the end of the
70,
phase.
I guess.
So that would mean. Yeah, I guess so.
Shrinking.
So the next phase should, if it's health based, the next phase should be around 52-ish%, like based on what we saw before. But it definitely is health based. That part is definitely based. It's just in the gym. So try and reset your stacks, man. If you have a bunch, like, it's easy to do.
5 seconds of stacks.
Yeah. What's the percent?
56.
56.
55.
I expect a 52 transition, something around that.
Suplex on tanks.
What time is that?
52.
Okay, so it started now, so he's about to jump out. Yeah, so the phase begins when the belt starts moving. Maybe you can use the spaces between the belts to not have to move. Just don't worry about damage here.
I don't know. It's kind of dumb though, you know. It'd be cool if you could actually like DPS him as a melee this phase, like reasonably.
I think there are ways to make that happen, but it just requires like a.
Does he jump on a player every time?
Yes. So I think the thing is you stack, like that's what you do, and then you could like you would just deal with the debuffs.
Was there a player over there? No, there wasn't. There's no players over there. The pet wasn't over there when he jumped. He's just jumping. Right.
It does say he jumps on a player, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But the tooltip says he does.
There was no pet in those 2 corner quadrants that he jumped in. So.
What's the health now?
42.
Okay, so this is the donut thing. So I think that's the last. No, never mind. Okay, so it's got to be elevated, right? Because like that's what it did at the end last time. And the time is definitely not it because the time is. We're about 2 minutes 40% away from where we were before. So it ended about 39 last time?
Yeah.
I do agree with Chi though. It does get like a little tricky if you end up like dancing and
so I guess it's
like
still going.
pretty far downstream.
Yeah.
Which is what we'll forever call this thing now.
It's still going at 38%.
I feel like it's just fucking fucked.
And it just ended.
It's like, I don't know, it just seems weird that it's that long. It's like, what, a minute 30?
Sure exactly what you're supposed to do.
I mean, it could be that the phase begins at percent and ends based on time, because that time for the whole phase was about the same length as the last pull. It's just that the percent was different, because we did more damage because more people are alive. Alright, so try and get to around 30-ish and see if the next phase begins there, and it should begin.
Okay.
Around 30
right now, it's
31%.
So
I rest him. We have another rest too.
Well,
just res people, we're trying to survive here to the next
I can shrink whenever now.
Yeah. Which top friends?
So maybe 25 then?
This one's here.
Shoot, where you go. Did we get one? Okay.
This is at 27.
26.
I'm checking.
I'm guessing maybe 85, 50, 25 is the phase.
25, you said?
I am up.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe there just is no last phase.
25.
Okay, there we go. 25, yeah. Okay, so I think it's 85, 50, 25 give or take, like around those vicinities is when the phases begin, I think.
Reduces the amount of healing skills by 33%.
I bet it's both at the same time.
Yeah, they should do both at the same time.
I bet it's not bad.
That would be sad.
No, the like
no, it's
steppers.
We already know the mechanics is now.
hitboxes up.
Still a lot of people die in this damn phase, by the way. Pretty consistently.
Alright, so yeah, I think that's the explanation is the phases are 85, 50, 25, and the duration of the actual phases is just time. So the Stamper phase is just really long, that's all. What that also means is that, like, at least for this, I mean, it may change on Mythic based on the Berserk and stuff, like DPS is not really a priority, like it doesn't actually matter at all. As long as you live through the phase, you'll kill the boss.
So 15 heal it?
I mean, I assume Mythic will have a Berserk, blah blah blah. Yeah, and
so
healing
it's
doesn't really help.
kill it. Or not kill it, sorry.
Let's just...
Let's just face system.
Yeah, we should wipe. Yeah. I'd like to get
Let's just see how long this goes. Hang on, not yet.
Yeah.
Timer.
Did you run the clock sleep?
It's constantly running.
Do you have a buff that you can throw at me to see if it works?
It works.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're not killing the boss.
Can you throw it at me because I have 5 stacks?
I'll just on one. Alright. It's down right now, it's fine.
Do we have another red shot?
We do.
Yes.
Oh shit, red white. Okay.
Interesting.
X-Phase red.
So I wonder if this just continues all the way to the end now. It's possible, like... Or if it's just one of each and then it's still... I guess we'll never know.
Like how the belt for me isn't even moving, but still pushing me back.
Yes, cheers. Yes, it did.
Okay.
What triggers Skullcracker? Or what is Skullcracker?
It's a random target damage. And it
he throws them at random.
Yeah, we
like when a lot of melee died too.
Yeah, if you're at a high stack, range melee doesn't matter, the thing hits really fucking hard.
Keo was mentioning in party chat and Graph just mentioned in raid chat, but you should be able to control the jump to a degree. There is it is targeted. It is targeted on a player. The player can just like move from everyone else.
Yeah, what I'd like
one
to
of the
do...
bosses has an interrupt. I don't know.
Yeah,
we can't all be stacked.
Doesn't it casts on the location that they were at.
But it also debuffs.
No, it follows you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it follows you.
Well, I mean, it 100%. Yeah.
Then it goes to the spot where you were when you jump. You can still move out of that if you're far enough away.
It follows you until he actually starts the leap animation, and then stops.
It's beta testing. We can try it. I think it's a good idea. What we should do this. I mean, I think we've gone over the basics of the fight enough. Just let's try stacking and see how it looks. Like if we can stack on one of these sections between the belts, and just move the minimal amount. Use roars if you have to move big, and see how it works with jump, if that's possible. Because I think that's like going to be a functional strat that we'll probably end up using if it works. Clipper, you want to try being the jump target and see if it works. Like if he can jump on you consistently.
Well, the problem is when he jumps multiple times, he will not jump on the same person twice in a row.
No, he won't. Okay.
He will not.
So how do you know who he's jumping on? Does he target them?
There's a graphic, yeah.
Oh, there's I just can't see that because my shit's turned down. Alright, so like you can... So it's just like a fixate type thing, like you can tell and that person can move in response to the fixate?
Presumably, yes.
Alright, well let's not worry about it for now then, we can fuck around with that on live. That's probably going to be easy to do once we have all our things. Let's just do another pull and try and get to the end of the fight.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure you guys refile. fix it. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice try.
What percent was this now?
3. Again, pretty much the same thing as last time.
Okay. So I think it's like... That'd be 85, 55, 25. That would also work. Slight delay because of, you know, this way these can work.
Fine. Get Tiger up. I'll get him. You can take it. I'll be alright.
I was like staying there, nothing on anything.
Oh, okay.
I got scared.
There's like a huge circle in that jump. Yeah.
That's not that, that's a skull match, cracker or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it was one or the other.
The small ones. It's just in case.
Okay, try and reset your stacks if you can. Still within a high. Hit him up.
Have one.
One risen, 1 minute.
Alright, just keep barreled up for the time being.
Yeah.
That phase.
If everyone's stacked, that jump just hits everything.
Yeah, like you can sit in the tank. Oh, so it's
Right.
Checking.
That was aftershock. Yeah. So I guess it pulses multiple times when he comes back in at the end of the phase. That's what the distance is between the jumps. Yeah, yeah. And that doesn't happen. That only happens at the end of phases, like when you jump. Alright, let's just go to the keep going to the next phase. If it starts around low 50s again, it should be about 52 when the belt starts moving. What's he at now?
50.
Yeah, that suplex hit me for 350k, and melee for 181.
You got slimed.
You're working out in the gym enough, Tiger.
I don't know. Too much beta.
You guys remember those mods from D3? Ones that looped around?
Wonder how much spaghetti this guy could eat.
So much.
Probably this day. I don't think anything get stamped.
Everyone get stamped, please.
I got stamped and didn't die.
It doesn't kill you unless you have stacks. Shouldn't anyway.
Yeah, I was trying to jump away from that. Cornered by quad stamp. Died.
Quad
Yeah,
stamp.
It's like super easy to dodge any of them if you start like far up You can survive any of the waves.
The trick is not to overextend into an area. You just want to go like right out to the edge, and then you'll always clear it.
I was just trying to be cool and make sure he jumped way away from him. Then I was in a corner and died.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's just like Iron Maidens, like, or World in Flame, Rag, I guess. Just like hug the previous stamp so you can run straight to it because it won't ever overlap.
Someone said it earlier too, but you can also use the belt to accelerate you. So like if you're out of position, just have it push you really fast.
Yeah. Alright, that's why you want to stay upstream, as we're calling it.
Yeah.
So you can use the speed to your finish.
Don't like this upstream name.
No, it's here to stay.
Why don't you like it? It's an apt description of what happens, man.
Probably
Fighting the current. Jeez. It'll change everything to actually
they don't
affect
have
the change
water
direction.
down there, do they?
Right,
So
yeah.
they don't.
I think it's a slippery
upstream will be
slope.
fine. No, upstream will be fine, dude.
Slope.
If they change direction on the belt, that's not a huge problem, because then you'll just go upstream again. No big deal, man.
I think what I'm actually getting at is that I think people have different definitions of what upstream means. I don't think it's like... I think it's kind of opaque for some people.
The source of the current?
Really?
I think
Yes.
there's
That's
really
what
one correct definition.
Dude, people
of
have
upstream.
trouble with left. Are you kidding me? Like...
Wait, left while facing a car, or
Yes.
as a passenger in the car?
That was a different guild goblin. I'd like to think
People
that
still have
about it.
trouble with left, man.
Come on, man. Upstream, everyone knows what that means.
No, you're just like wrong on Garrosh, but you're also
My left,
wrong
boss
on
left.
It's like
Alright,
a
anyway.
fucking salmon going upstream.
Exactly, it's exactly like a salmon. Thank you, Head.
That's what I imagine. I jump like a salmon and I cast dance like a salmon.
Pretty much.
And Geovod getting stamped just like a salmon.
Yeah, he goes upstream.
Yeah, you got it.
So retarded.
Is it though?
Yes.
I don't know.
Alright,
Checks it.
let's try again. So,
It's time for the kill?
Look, we can probably kill it. I think we've seen what there is to say, right?
Yeah, let's fucking kill it.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, Aaron's ready. Pulling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sure on. See any time that really DPS anyway.
Clipper got clipped.
What else is
Should we just use res to get on cooldown?
Yeah,
Sure, he's a fucking hunter, so
Sure.
it's probably
a
more
good point, right?
valuable than a tank.
Just tank damage. Suplex.
Try to set something out in the
We just
background.
dodged the damage.
Have you been testing that for like 5 kills now?
That's it like twice.
Try and reset if you have 5 stacks.
I got clipped.
just a new term for dying now?
Fucking Pop-Tarts wherever he did.
Just like
My
to
mouth.
highlight Clipper's suggestion in Red Chat right now, which might be the worst request anyone has ever made. It's good. Try not to heal my pet, please.
Just try not to heal.
Which obviously means all healers can kill my tank.
Well,
God
okay,
damn it,
yeah.
man, I'm a healer.
Wasn't a
In a
comment on
grammatical
grammar.
thing. Yeah.
Just say like
Like my pet missed damage, but it's still out. I was trying to test it. Can you swap gear?
they have smart heals. You really want every healer to not use like 3/4 of their abilities just so you can like have a low health.
These smart heals target pets there, actually?
I mean,
I don't know if they do.
They generally try to avoid it. They do if there's no better target.
Well, they certainly do sometimes though. That's the only way
There's a lot of smart heals too. Like any target that's not a heal. Oh, he's not valid. Like they aren't smart. They're smart.
They dumb them down.
Pretty sure they also try to ignore pets if they can. But like cheating explosion won't do that because it's just heals everyone.
Okay, stand face, guys. Try and step.
Yeah. Or that was it right now with that debuff, good job.
Retracted.
Remember this phase, like DPS isn't particularly important, we're just trying to reset stacks and survive here. At the end of the fight, there'll be a window where we can kill the boss.
I like windows
having to get stamped.
I don't know why I got them. Because I need them to defenestrate
through
people.
the wall?
I need them to defenestrate people.
Yeah, they have
a couple seconds, right? 15 seconds. 10.
Try and get up foot when we can.
When did it get back down?
It's like a minute or something. It's a little over a minute, maybe a minute and a half for this phase, then he comes back.
It's at least 2 minutes from last attempts.
He jumped down and then went back.
Right, yeah, no,
Yeah, he also does that to debuff everyone.
Oh, okay.
When he becomes targetable, the phase is over.
Get up there.
Time it.
They have it. Things moving.
It's also when the conveyor belt stops moving. Yeah, right, I think it might be 1 minute for the first phase and 2 minutes for this one, and then the other one afterwards. So no idea because we didn't get.
We did not play well this phase.
Yeah, we should probably just wipe. Not killing obviously. So it's just good step.
Get stamped, guys. Oh my god. 5 people just like dodge that stamp.
Masters.
So there's like little breaks in between the like waves of stamps.
Yep.
And I still think it would be way easier if we like moved upstream in between. Cause like I keep having to run over there to heal people. And then I get like trapped against the grate. And like I can't really move out. It becomes like really hard to dodge over there.
I agree. I think that the fight is easier overall if you're further up. I feel like.
Problem is once you go downstream, going back up.
You have to go.
You can use the spaces in between, right, to get back up if you want to.
Yeah, there's just no stampers at all, so you can do it then.
Right. And you just use the spaces between the conveyor belt to be able to run where you want. I mean, I don't. There's a lot of weird elements to this fight because of the nature of like who can do damage efficiently and who can't, which is like hitboxes will play a role in that as well, because this could be a really good melee fight if they make the hitbox really big, or it could be a really bad melee fight as it is right now if they keep them small, in which case like I don't know, some range would be good and some range would be terrible, so I don't know what we're going to use for a comp yet.
So
20 hunters, man.
Like, you're either good or you're terrible. Like, it doesn't matter what role you're talking about.
But yeah, a huge part of this is going to also be debuff resetting. Like, again, it'll be easier with add-ons, but we'll have to get a sense of like exactly how often he jumps, and people are going to really need to not get above like a couple stacks. It should be pretty easy to keep yourself from getting to 3 in almost any situation in the for just a bit of a DPS loss.
So, like even on this difficulty, if you have 2 or 3 and the aftershocks in the stamper phase,
it'll kill you.
Stop the cast heals, you're probably gonna die.
Right, I mean that's what killed me. Like I died because I had a couple pulls ago, I had 3 stacks, and aftershock came down, and like the last pulse of aftershock just killed me because it's just like a lot of damage if you high stacks. I think it's like 20% physical damage per stack, so it really adds up.
You ready? Yes, 20.
Yeah, Mendon
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. We have food totally. Eating right now. 5 seconds.
Keep me posted.
Okay, 2. Alright, pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull on.
this time. I guess it's just we're doing more damage in the transition period where he decides to phase or something.
Yeah. I think there's like a delay based on what he's doing as well, like a lot of boss things.
Yeah.
Try and reset your stacks if you have them, guys. Focus on living in his fit. Try and get upstream when you have time. It's definitely gonna be easier.
Yeah. Fuck.
Range, man.
That was only 50 seconds.
Watch this.
Oh, I got locked out, great.
Locked.
Rally below. Step right now, everyone.
You want
Amp
amp
is ready. I just took a so.
We have 4 mages, just amp on every one of the, at least
Yeah,
reset.
We didn't tell when it's starting.
Yeah, and
Get the old game.
they have to
change.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so next phase should be soon, right?
55.
Blue 50s? Yeah, 55 and then there's a bit of a...
55.
He's gonna, I think after this jump, he's gonna start the phase.
GT%.
Suplex on tanks. Suplex.
Good.
Here it comes.
Alright, try and sell it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Next time will be when it starts AoE.
Right now. So.
Try to get upstream here, guys. This is where you want to be in a spot where... Okay.
I'll stand if you're in trouble.
Amp turkey.
The hunters will be good on this, but I actually think like druid is going to be amazing. Again, how we refine the strat. And then where's like the equalizer?
Just get 10 to 10.
Call for me when he's
Where
around
it does
33.
those, like, you know, those rows of stampers, you can just like run up the middle. That's really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
39.
It's running into them after the fact.
Yeah, that's
not good. That's not gonna be a thing on my team.
That was 1 minute 20 seconds, which is a lot shorter than last attempt.
Yeah.
Do we have an amp up?
What's his health?
Yeah, there's one up.
35.
Yeah, I think it must be, they must have changed it, that's the only explanation, because it's definitely not health either, so the fight's been changed.
I'll take a res.
Yeah, go ahead and get some.
Gotcha.
But
1 minute.
So they're at 70 energy now, so this is like, we're getting close to the point where they're going to do the most jumps in Lich. And the next phase should begin about 25%.
which is now. Yeah, the belts just started right at 25.
Tiger.
Phase start. Or it's back-to-back phases, don't forget.
I'm gonna
But this is, I think,
yeah, I'm happy
I guess we don't know if they just continue the phases the whole time, but I think they probably do, so I think we just need to try and kill the boss here. It's like the end of the...
Should just res. I got you good. Are you good to res, or do you want someone else?
No, anyone.
I don't know if you're DCing or something. Or whatever you mean.
Jump
I don't know if I'm safe though. I'll just take it.
You'll be alright.
You'll
Not yet. Yeah, you'll be dead.
Does anyone have amp up?
Yeah, wait.
Turkey.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, just...
Nah, it's too late, I already took it.
Actually, I can.
Actually,
where's Tony checking it?
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
Was that like always max range? I thought it was just...
They're both down.
Melee range.
DPS.
Stamp.
They're both down.
I just don't remember getting interrupted from range until this
bigger
goal.
the lower the health is.
Oh, well, okay.
So we could do that if we were.
Or yeah, Digerati.
So they're closing in on 100, right? It's interesting to see if anything special happens when they get there.
But like,
I think that's. I guess actually,
it's a bit
HP die when they get to 100. Yeah.
Should we hero for that part?
It's always here on the pull.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
like,
Probably.
this fight, yeah, there is like sort of an argument for heroing at the end.
They're both together.
Because of the nature of the fight, like the phase is a percent base, so like, you know, pushing through faster at the beginning doesn't really make this part
Unless
any
in rage
easier.
is
It's
a
not like you
factor.
can skip it.
Yeah.
You're always going to get it, and you're always going to have to kill the boss with all this shit going on. And damage is, I think, easier in the plate bit than the stamper bit. So I think it's probably best to hero at 25%, you know?
Just to confirm, no one has ever seen a stamp in the same spot twice, right? That's never happened before.
It happens. I had 4 drops
consecutively
in a square repeatedly.
Like twice in a row?
I had to disperse the first one, and then I had to like sprint out of the second one because there was all 4 stamped.
I think with that pattern, it does those 4, then it does like a line down the middle. But from what I've seen, there's
Pick it a res on the elevator.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only way it can hit the same square twice. I mean, I haven't really. This could be wrong, but I think it's about right. The only way it hits the same square twice is if it changes like the pattern in between the stamps. Like it never, if it's doing like,
right,
you know, its sequences, they never overlap twice in a row. But that can be like, it can go from doing like a fucking circle to a line, for example, and hit the same square in the process. But it's never like
same pattern.
Square.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Very imprecise way of putting it, but
you know what I meant, man.
No, I'm saying it, my way of putting it was very precise. Like, it's
you thought square wasn't too precise,
but I should square too, man. I'm just saying, like the patterns thing is not exactly like set in stone, but I think people sort of know it.
Yeah. When the pattern is established, I have yet to see it drop in the same spot twice. But I was curious as to what everyone else thought.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that, but like between breaks, yeah, like between breaks it'll hit the same spot again. I don't think it does in this actual sequence.
Okay, let's try and get another pull in. See if they're going to take it down. Since we have an hour till the next test.
Is the stamp thing, is it armor mitigated?
It's physical, yeah.
Everything's physical, so you
okay, but physical is usually not armor mitigated.
It isn't? Okay.
But this physical looks like it is because it's only hitting my bear farm for like 90,000.
Isn't physical always armor mitigated?
No.
It's like almost never.
It's not. Okay,
let's,
in 5.
Let's do the boss and cannon.
4, 3, 2, 1.
By the way, there's a significant advantage to being like well spread at the start there, because you do get stacks when they jump down.
I got melee.
Yeah, they don't have great threat, but they start moving around, just like
yeah, but I mean, also, if you're standing when they both land and everyone's stacked up, everyone's going to get 2 stacks of the debuff at the start, which is just... No. That's it. See your hands.
The belt wasn't moving me. I think it's because I hadn't moved since we pulled the boss, and I was just extending.
Too many words.
Like...
No, I know what you
yeah.
Remember, try and get upstream whenever you can. Watch stacks.
little faster to get pushed again.
Everyone should be like able to move upstream here. This is like the best time to do it if you're gonna do it, you know. Face
Scar. Watch the jump, watch the jump.
Tranquilizer.
Try and reset your stacks. That's gonna be one more.
And that jump doesn't look like the target's on melee, does it?
He jumps back.
I think that
I don't think that actually targets on melee.
So I don't think you should use cooldowns like outside of the phase. If you can. Use like Trank him and Tide there.
Watch this jump if you have stacks. It's gonna happen in a second, I think. You wanna reset if you can.
Pull a melee except for stand and reset. Unless that's not the debuff. I don't know, there's a big number on his stand, so I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Stand right now.
Maybe it does close to 10%, I guess. Super Blood letters rally.
You're gonna have to come up with like names for these patterns. It's like a
cause. This is checkerboard. That was checker that we just had.
The space.
Probably not that.
This is Mighty Duck.
Oh yes!
I'm
like
calling
it.
them all.
Alright, focus on staying alive, guys. Let's get out of this.
45.
Pause.
New pattern.
It's lines.
Line pattern?
Sure.
Line pattern.
Quadrants?
Quadrants.
Line?
So I guess
Quadrants?
this one goes like squares and lines, right? That's the alternating pattern though.
Just quadrants and lines, but yeah.
That's actually like really, really predictable. That one.
Fucking weird shit. Cubicles. Cubicle pattern.
I wish I hadn't said what I said. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was a huge fucking mistake, man.
Pop tart.
But whatever.
Mr. Slot.
Gotta live with it now, so. Get wrecked.
We have 2 reses, so you want to...
I get up tickled. Do you have a knock, actually?
No.
Res there.
That's safe right now.
I think is that it? No, it's still going.
Getting butt foot. Should be safe now.
Okay, there we go. There's the... Yeah, if we have... Use health sins and shit to stay alive, yeah.
On Hans, we should cooldowns? Like... Yeah, we should hear, so it's okay. Yeah, we're here. Like,
No, okay, I think we actually want to hear at 25, not now. But, because... DPS now just makes the next phase start faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
It doesn't matter.
Actually, I'm not around. You guys probably don't understand it.
Basically, when the conveyor belt starts moving, that's when the heroes, because that's when it's like we're already there.
I don't see that the phase was starting. So
up to you. There we go, sure.
Hey, man.
What do you want?
Suplex.
Yeah, you can do it with thanks.
It's gonna be plates
I don't have
first.
much on this.
This is like our window to actually kill the boss, where we don't have to deal with
stamps.
Fucking stamps.
I'm gonna die just 5 stacks. It's fucking stupid.
Tranking.
Can't do that.
Try and reset your
Heavy
stack.
cancel.
Try and get upstream. Try and reset stack.
Digerati is next.
Out of melee.
I went 7.
Now.
Give any stacks
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
gonna be a lot easier to reset stacks once we have proper timing on all that. Like when he jumps back in. Yeah, it's gonna be stamps.
I mean, I can see it every time. I can call it out. That'll help.
Blood letters be ready to route. Oh, see, that's the only one. The only one.
That's
Rally.
so weird.
It just fell behind me. That was like the Iblis of them. Perk. I had 8 stacks, I didn't reset at all.
It's not good.
No.
The person who gets on them has to run out of melee, I think.
Yeah. Or tanks away, but there's a little yellow circle under you.
Well, what if you're like stacked on other people?
It is really hard to see.
It's like a boss mod thing.
I got it, 13 mil left.
Tell me more.
It's in melee right now. It's on me. I'm dead.
Is there anyone who has a stream able to tell how long it is between those AoEs?
The aftershocks?
Yeah.
I think it might be just like, well, the answer to your question is no, but I think it's something like 2 seconds. It seems like about that to me.
No, I mean between the like sets of aftershocks.
Oh, I see. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's like definitely something we'll need to know, but like during the phases, which I still think because they might have changed it between pools, we really don't know if it's the phases are time based or health based, like in terms of when they end, or if it could be both potentially. Like either or, you know, like mechanics work. There's like, yeah, we don't know how that works, but there's definitely like a set period of time that he jumps back in, because like you can tell by how the debuffs work for resetting during those phases. It's about like every 20-25 seconds he jumps back in to reset debuffs, and I think that's when he does aftershocks.
There's a post saying that Beta Realm, the login maintenance, so after this don't log out.
So Hess, man, what are you doing?
Wait a minute.
Why are you so high on the meter? What's going
I'll
on?
give away trade secrets, man.
What's going on under there?
Ripped Buttfoot.
Let me see. Do you get the tryhard gear set up?
Rip shit.
It's not.
Nerfed incoming. Who's fucking asking Jazz?
Oh man, I'm just curious.
I'm living. That's my skill here.
I don't know if it's gonna do that.
Put a mark on it. Everybody watching.
I feel like if we're gonna harrow at the end there, the worst time to do it is when the blocks come out. Because there's 3 things, right? After the first stamp, there's before blocks, then the blocks, and then the stamps at the end, right?
Right. We do it right when the conveyor belt starts moving, because that's when, like, that's when the phase begins, probably.
The issue with that is one boss is then no longer DPSable, but he comes back for the stamp, so we're missing a ton of cleave damage with heroism if we do that.
Yeah,
okay,
but
sure,
we might.
But like you can't DPS effectively during stamp, like, and plus the boss is really low by then. I mean, look, we can worry about the precise timing later, but I think like the general rule of thumb is you want to heroism in the final phase, obviously, and when the conveyor belt starts moving, you get like a good 10 seconds or so with them both up before one of them leaves and there's nothing happening, so I think that's like the cleanest time.
Alright, let's do one more.
Whatever.
Very spread out right now.
Yeah,
do they always
spread
jump
out on the
to like the exact center?
I think they do.
No,
they jump to
pick
people.
or do they jump on the tank?
They don't jump on the tank either. They pick a person, but it might be threat related or it might be random. It's hard to tell.
Either way, you
I
want to be
don't know if
spread.
it's threat related because I start with a taunt. So
well, it's like one time they hit me is when I double flash heal from being dumb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're getting ported.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, we are. Oh no.
That was the kill pull for sure.
Alright, good job, guys. Testing at 7 or is it 7:30?
7.
It's in 55 minutes, right?
7 o'clock.
Who is it?
Blast Furnace.
Blast Furnace.
Yeah, blast.
I think it's Blast Furnace.
Typical saying not to log out.
Is that a raid boss we're testing, or?
It's a raid boss. It's an unconventional one. I think it's kind of like
It's the blast furnace and the anvil.
It's basically Gallicrass. I mean,
yeah, it's not as unconventional as as people might think. It's just a 3-phase fight. That's all, and you don't fight the boss until the end. It's like an add phase, and then like another sort of ad phase, kind of like phase 1 mech Theridin kind of thing, and then you fight the boss. That's what it seems like.
So don't log out at all, right? Or else you
There's a
can't log in.
posting, login maintenance. I don't know if you can't log in, but
Are you sure that's not for live?
it's beta authentication. Right.
You drink is sure, man.
Channel Turkey.
beta
Link
live.
to us. Battle.net.
Well, just because we're having the same issues on live right now, so that's why I asked.
It says if you're offline, you'll likely not be able to log in fully. Alright, start flying around.
And it lasts for 2.5 hours? Right before the testing? What are they thinking?
Well, some people can't log into live at all.
Yeah, they're probably thinking that something is broken and they need to fix it.
Okay.
I'm sure they didn't say, like, alright guys, we're gonna need to do authentication login at some point, but we can do it whenever we want. Let's do it at the same time as we're doing busting.
Sounds legit.
Watch them do a server restart, beta, then no one come back in. For the next boss.
They are
Hey, Roids, are you gonna be there, Roids?
Yeah, what's up?
Two green room for a minute, do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
How long can you be AFK without the game logging you out?
15
minutes.
30 minutes.
To the green room.
It's 15.
What is up with this?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's 30.
Sorry.
What's up with this portal up on by Stormwind?
There's at least some beta I get kicked out a lot faster than I do on live.
What'd you say?
Fuzoy moved to the green room.
Wait, what portal are you talking about?
Like up on this ledge behind the mage tower area.
That's where the end boss of Everbloom is.
Fuck is Everbloom?
Did you read the lore?
No.
So, Kirin went to Draenor. They figured it'd be helpful to have some portals back. They woke up some tree mobs, took over the area, and decided to use the portal to invade Stormwind.
Oh, I see. So is there gonna be like another like zombie invasion thing where you can turn people into like plants?